Oh my god, I almost just fell. I got a comment asking to see my bedroom. I'm watching Very Bad Things with Christian Slater. Anyways, somebody wanted to check out my DVD, so that's what I have to say to that person. Fuck you, this is my personal space. You don't. No, I'm just playing. Check this out. DVDs, movies. These are my old VHSs from like junior high and high school. I had movie channel. We had cable TV, and I would tape like Stars movies and Encore. There's a bunch of shit behind this record here. Got Battle Royale up there, which is pretty sweet. I have all the Bruce Lee movies down there. Rush Hour's back there. We have a Star Wars trilogy. The thing that sucks about this is that it's the ones that came out in the mid-90s that they added like special effects to. But I don't know, it's not a huge deal. That's kind of the one that I first saw when I was a little kid. Because those came out in like 96 when I was like 9 or 10. But I think I wanted to get the original, ones that came out in the 80s. I don't know where it's at. Whatever. Fuck it. Am I right? Okay. So basically this is how I have this set up. These top two shelves are like all my horror movies. And so these are like all my full moon movies. I have all the Puppet Masters, all the Subspecies, which Charles Band himself told me that they're making a new Subspecies movie. It's going to be a prequel. How cool is that? But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I have all my MGM movies back here. Some Hammer films down there. Bride of Reanimator, Salem's Lot. I have the Sleepaway Camp box set behind the Trauma movies. What I like from Trauma, I like better than Full Moon, but I like more Full Moon movies than I do Trauma movies. Like, I have more favorites from Full Moon. Darkness is cool. I got my Evil Dead movies. Hellraiser. Whatever. You guys get the point. I have some steel cases right here, which is pretty sweet. I got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which has 2 discs. I got that at Walmart for like $8 one Halloween. King of the Ants, which is a really cool movie that Stuart Gordon did in like 2003. And then Dog Soldiers, which is Neil Marshall. This is one of my favorite movies ever. It's basically Night of the Living Dead with werewolves. And it's well done. Werewolves and army people. What else do I have that's cool in here? I have a horror movie from Pakistan, which is After Dark DVD that I got from Will. This movie's pretty extreme. Anthropophagus is about as far as I like to get. I don't own like 120 Nights of Sodom or any shit like that. It's a bit out there for me. I like the original Saw. I don't think I saw any past the 3rd one, and I didn't like the 3rd one at all, so. But I guess there's like 8 of them or something. I don't know. It's weird. We got Blood Diner over here. Blood Diner, ladies and gentlemen. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Laid to Rest is pretty good. Not the sequel. Murder Party is really good. I like this movie a lot. This is really cool. I heard about that in Fangoria a few years ago. I like The Lost Boys. Tales from the Crypt. Cabin Fever. I got the first 2 Phantasms. I wouldn't mind owning the 3rd Phantasm. The Cottage. That was a really cool gift from a friend on YouTube. OD6666666. I don't know, Fight Club, Boondock Saints. I have pretty normal like movies on this shelf. Faust is a really cool silent film. Sin City is sweet. I have the Marvin cover. It's my favorite character in Sin City. Check this out. I got Old Boy as well. Very cool Korean movie. This is a second of a trilogy. I think there's Lady Vengeance and there's Mr. Vengeance. I don't know. I saw the Lady Vengeance one and I thought that was pretty good. That was the third one. But Old Boy is where it's at. That's the only one I really care about. I got my Guy Ritchie movies. Slumdog Millionaire was really good. Little Monsters. I got the RoboCop movies and the Terminator movies, the ones worth owning. No offense, Fred Decker. What cool? Oh, I have some cool shit down here. I have I'm a big fan of the movie The Girl Next Door, not the weird, creepy horror movie, the Alicia Cuthbert one. I like Grandma's Boy a lot. Life of Brian. So I have my Monty Python movies down here. Crank is really good. The first Crank, not the second one. Don't ever watch that shit. It sucks. And then I got Hellride down there, which was a pleasant surprise. Gangs in New York is a really good movie. Virtuosity. The Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington classic. I found this in a $5 bin and I was stoked. I saw this in a drive-in theater with my dad. We watched like the beginning of it when I was like 9, but we had to leave. It was a little too violent for me. But we watched Rumble in the Bronx. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a good memory. Wayne's World. I saw this at the drive-in theater as well when I was like 4. Classic. When I was in the Middle East, I bought this, and I only watched it there. I've never watched it since. And there's people that are huge fans of this movie, and I should probably put this in and watch this again. Because I didn't dislike it. I like Samuel L. Jackson. And I like the weird hype that this movie had. It was pretty cool. A little played out, but you know what I'm saying. What is this? I think I already mentioned this. Fanboys. Big fan of Fanboys. I like the first 3 Star Wars movies a lot. We got Robert Rodriguez's Mexico trilogy. My favorite's El Mariachi. I don't know. I think that's about it, guys. Got some N64 games. Those aren't movies. I'm a big fan of Mega 64. I like their show a lot. And I watch their podcast on a regular basis. Spaced. Edgar Wright's show that got him into Shaun of the Dead. It was on the BBC. It's a really cool show. Simon Pegg and I don't know. Jessica Hines. They're like slackers and they like move in together for whatever reason. And there's like a bunch of movie jokes, and I'm a big fan of Freaks and Geeks. I like Judd Apatow. I hate funny people suck. No offense or anything. Stop. Metalocalypse is a very good Adult Swim show. I have the first 2 seasons of The Simpsons. Jackass is down there. And then down here is just some random crap that I don't necessarily care about, but don't want to throw away. Like, I see something cool right there. Notorious. This is a fantastic movie. If you've never seen Notorious, it's like any other musical movie, but not Biggie Smalls. I don't know. It's one of my favorites. It's very funny stuff. That isn't it, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 10 minutes. I'm going to have to edit this shit down. Pandemonium. Where are we at here? These are like some of my more favorite movies, I guess. Terror Vision, which the dude that directed Subspecies, which I mentioned earlier, directed Terror Vision. Very good movie. Very underrated. That's a bootleg. I don't think you can buy that on DVD. Oh, here's my sweet Tarman action figure from a Muck or whatever. Sonny Fernandez's Highway 91 and the New Girls zombie movie and vampire movie. Super, super underground. Yo, you have to be in the know to get these kinds of horror movies, you know what I'm saying? You can look them up on Amazon, though, and then you'll be cool, like me. We got some John Carpenter / John Carpenter inspired movies. I'm a big fan of the probably least favorite Halloweens of them all. Halloween 6 and Halloween 3 are my favorite Halloweens, probably. Big Tom Atkins fan. I have Night of the Creeps down here. Great movie. Good stuff. And then we got Quentin Tarantino. Probably my 3 favorite movies: Inglourious Bastards, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. Classics. And then, so I mentioned Judd Apatow earlier, but Seth Rogen and I don't know the other dude, they have these like really cool ideas, and I forget the directors, but whatever. Seth Rogen was behind Superbad and Pineapple Express, and I thought those were really cool movies, so I have those over here. And then I got Frankenstein, which is obviously one of my favorite movies. I don't know why it's obvious. Maybe if you, I don't know, whatever. I got all my zombie movies right here. Ton of stuff. This is probably my favorite genre, or subgenre. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not so good stuff. Bought this for $1 at Savers years ago. Wild Zero. This is classic Japanese psychobilly movie. Trying to wrap a brain around that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and then we have even more stuff down here. We'll do this quick because my battery's about to die. Versus Shadow of the Dead. Shadows of the Dead. That is a weird DVD I rented from Blockbuster years ago, and I saw it for sale for like $1, so I bought it. And it's a really weird zombie movie. Try and look that up. Good luck. Big Money Hustlers. I'm not supposed to own this movie because I'm not a juggalo, and it says on the back, first of all, if you ain't a juggalo, then don't even buy this. Just put it down and grab something else. I apologize to the juggalo community. I did not listen. Five Fingers of Death, Kung Fu classic. Walk the Line, From Dusk Till Dawn, another Robert Rodriguez film, good stuff. Hackers is a classic. It's a movie about rollerblading hackers. It's one of Angelina Jolie's first movies. American Movie, good stuff. It's about a desperate filmmaker. I can relate. Freddy Got Fingered, Tom Green's finest achievement, very underrated. It unfortunately hit theaters like the day after September 11th or the same week or whatever. Didn't really do very well for sales. But he does have a cult following for it now. And I am part of that because that's a cool movie. Gentlemen Broncos is from the same people that did... pull this shit. It's from the same people that did Napoleon Dynamite, it says right there on the top. And that's the dude from Flight of the Conchords. And he's a science fiction author. And this little guy right here, he writes books that are inspired about his dead father. And this dude steals his idea. And it's a very clever and funny movie. Another very underrated film. Then I got some VHSs here. I think we're done, finally. Been taping forever. Remote Control. This isn't out on DVD. Rare stuff, motherfuckers. For this to come out on DVD. War of the Gargantuas is one of my favorite movies. That's a sequel to another one of my favorites, Frankenstein Conquers the World, which is about a little kid with Down syndrome that gets atomized in Japan and grows from nuclear radiation from World War II. No big deal. Yeah.